Online. Arcade. Online. Ready. Match. A new challenger.
It's a mirror match. There's going to be a lot of pride on the line for this one.
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Shoots off a projectile from downtown to check their approach. No good up high. Player 2 with the life lead. They've got a small life lead, but it's not over. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Neither fighter wants to get stuck in the corner as they continue to duke it out mid-stage. Player 2 in that dangerous burnout state. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Nails the anti-air. Player 1 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. So they break forward to press KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Last round, we saw some very solid zoning play. Can they keep that up and close out this game? Both fighters want to establish themselves early on. Checks them with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. Uses the gauge for a super art. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. With this kind of gauge gap, they'll want to think about when to use it and not be trigger happy. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very good drive run to keep it going. Do they have enough drive gauge? Player 2, excellent block. Life lead is there. What a finish! Player 2 showed they are truly the best of the best. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Overdrive Hadouken. Put one in the pocket. It's the start of the round. How will they start their approach? What's the play here? A dangerous range here. You don't want to get jumped on a long recovery move or you're going to eat tons of damage. The low kick connects. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Spends the meter to throw on some massive damage. How will this impact things? Throws them to negate the block. The super armor does its job. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Throws him. What's next? Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. That attack landed for a counter hit. They'll have to decide how to fall. Burn in there! Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Impact's a no-go. Shoots off a fireball up close. Whiffs the throw. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going. Keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. They quickly get backed into the corner of the stage. Knockdown and uses the target combo as a filler. Gotta be careful. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? The low. Jumps up. A real test of nerve, willing to risk it for the overdrive. Impact squat. Rushes in. What a read with that anti-air. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Opens with the fuck, tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Player 2 won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Both fighters planning something? But oh my god, they just choked it up! Look that off! Player with the solar plexus stretch! Yes sir, more damage, please! Do it to them! Show the people what they came to see, Ryu!
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 1, clutch anti-air!
An opening! Sure you can!
Oh, combo! Let's go! I can't believe it! Player... No! Are you kidding me? Player 2 survived that tense mirror match!
a new challenger.
Our fighters are pumping themselves up and are raring to go. Who is going to come out on top in this fight?
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Decides to go in with the target combo. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Neither of them willing to back off here. Will this super art connect? Player 1 is in a tight spot right now. The big play does it. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Takes them all the way to the corner with that. Chases them into the corner and will now look to do some damage. Smart play with the throw. Going in, throw escape, side switch in the corner. Throws them forward and maintains the corner game. Were they baiting them into that? Plays goes for the Shin Hashogeki. Kept their composure and pulled out the combo at just the right time. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Both goes to the air. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Overdrive Hadou. Brushes that off and keeps going. Gets ready to be thrown to the side. What's next? Denied! Keeps cool and locks them out. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burnout, but they may have a plan here. Clutch, anti-air. Connects with the throw. Player 1 can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. Goes big time to end it. Never ever gets a chance to show off the fancy stuff. Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Clutch parry. Safely increases their throw level. Jumps. Throws them to negate the block. Was well in range to score the throw. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Steps in for the throw. Solid throw tech. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. The fighters are matching each other move for move going into the midway point of the match. Checks him with the projectile. Grabs him. Knockdown. Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Both can end the round now. The Shinku Hadouken KO! Player 1 with the first strike, but they can't get complacent. Goes for the jumping. They piled up the knowledge. Now. Player 2 needs to use the threat of the corner here. What'll happen here? Jump, side switch in the corner. Risky up. Oh, burnout triggered. Player 1 is barely hanging. Just goes for it at this range. Oh, no question whether this super art is going to kill or not. Put them on a t-shirt with that finish. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Starts things off. Anticipated that throw. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Player 2 drops below on gauge stock, but a good call to take that round. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Player 1, impact counter! Oh, that's so sick. Get ready to be thrown to the side. Okay, here we go. Oh man, this is a scary range. Oh my god, they just choked it up. Goes to the air. Player 1 is in a very good spot. Oh, here we go. Holy noticeable. What a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was going to happen.
Real win.
I've seen a lot of fights in my day, but nothing even comes close to this one. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Grabs and throws them away. Side switch in the corner. Got their eye on the air. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. Mono's metal level is still kind of low here. They're gonna need to find some chances to boost it. All right, what's coming up next? Box him with a target combo. Sees it coming and blocks it out. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Knockdown. Life lead opens up. Experiencing burnout. Heats it up with a combo into super. Player 1 might have just shifted to finishes with the throw. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Tries them open with a Shoryuken. Player 2 has a slight life lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Hits them with a stopping body. Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. Looking to impress with this super. Long-range fireballs to break the silence. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. That's a big gap. Who's going to close it? Not much movement, but the thinking caps are definitely on. Reads the jumping perfectly. All the throw connects. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Gotta play its punish counter, sets the table. Punish counter on reaction. Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's the... Ooh, the drive impact hitting for a punish. Oh, they got him. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Anticipated that throw. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Goes for it all, but just misses. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. They can't be shy about stocking metal levels with Mono because the counter doesn't reset between rounds. Drops him hard. Oh my, the throw tech. Player 2 is the impact counter. Oh, that's so sick. Player 2 in dot gotta do better than that. Excellent block to shut out the impact. And they burn out in sync. What now? Throw tech. Looking for a hole. They push them, knocked up out of the air. Player 1 is looking at a grim situation with burnout. This is gonna hurt. A jump? Excellent block. Perfect execution with the anti-air. What are they gonna do? Shoot their shot. Hit that with confidence. Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. Does not leave anything to chance with that super finish. That was a fight heard round the world. Yo, top that.
comes a new challenger.
What are we going to see transpire between these fighters? No one knows, but this is going to be a must-see match.
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Goes for the throw. Player one pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Takes the chance to hurt him. Decent damage. What's next? Neither of them willing to back off. Projectile to try and change the situation. Picture perfect punish counter. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Had the radar up and running. Next hit will end the round. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. They need to rely on their just goes for it, and this comes from behind to pick up the win. They took advantage of every chance. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Big opening ready to be taken advantage of after that parry. Down to the wire. This is gonna be bad news. Oh, will this early super art shape the course of the round? Still scrapping for control of burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. They can't squander this punish counter chance. Player two has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. This is gonna hurt. Gotta do better than that. This is the ideal range to utilize the fireball game. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. What are they gonna do? Manages to block the jump-in attack. It's that with confidence. A real test of nerves here. Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. The raw super art incoming. What were they thinking? Player one can't use any drive for flatline zone. Player two was an absolute beast in that match. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Pops him with a shoulder. Shoots off a fireball up close. Nails the anti-air. Still slugging it out here. The impact gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Gets a good read on their opponent. That should teach him you can't just throw out moves. Player one will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Picture perfect punishment. Adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. They just went for it with that super. This may be the start of their counter-offensive. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. Player one has completely used all of their drive gauge. Aerial Tatsu! Player two will have to fight back here without any drive. Sneaks in the throw. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Tries to set the tone with that charging attack. Left off a projectile to waste time. Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireballs. This is a clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and gameplay. Scrapping it out up this Shin Hashogaki is gonna sting. Player two is in a pretty good situation with the meter advantage. What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Oh, could be the start of it. They're going for the super art. The super doesn't hit. What's the next move? Jeez, how can they read each other so well? Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. It's back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Fires off the Shinku Hadouken. What now? Were they looking to connect with an overdrive art from this situation? Gets a risky buff in. Player one, how did they read that throw? What's next? Impact squat. Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with drops in with a Tatsu. Big gauge difference here, and both fighters are almost done. Can this drive bring them back? The drive gauge is screaming for more attention. What are they gonna do? They both draw super hard hit from a fireball at that range? Player one gets the win in a convincing fashion. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Jumps up, there's an overdrive shorty. Checks him with the projectile. Nails the anti-air. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Opts for the throw. Knockdown. Throws him. What's next? That drive impact is blocked. Both fighters are trying to decide their next move. Anything could happen here. Player two chases them down. Very solid corner switch. Player one will have to fight back here without any drive. Knockdown. KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Creates an opening with the low heavy. Can't tech the throw. Hits them with a stop and pop. Still scrapping for control of the space. Sure you can? Both fighters planning something? Whiffs with that huge attack. What'll happen here? This is a turning point. They gotta turn it around. Tries to make something happen with an overdrive art. Like all the throw connects. Player one punish counter on reaction with the solar plexus strike. Player one with the rhythm owning that space. Still alive? Still alive? That was the highest if I've ever seen it. How'd I lose? Player one was an absolute beast in that match.
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to lay it all on the line.
Let us be round one. Fight.
All right, first round. What's going to happen? Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. The impact gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Player one needs to deal with this burnout. Can they outlast it? Player one has used up all of their drive gauge. Let's see how they apply their corner pressure in this situation. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Nails the anti-air. Lands the forward throw. Just fires off the Shinku Hadouken. Takes a trip. Player one must be feeling good after that super, but they gotta keep on the gas. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. What'll happen here? Oh, they can't ignore that super gauge gap. Critical point of the match. Burnout activates. Finishes with the throw. Player two picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Tries to set the tone with that charging attack. Goes to the overdrive. Player two did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? This is the perfect range to reach out and tag them with something. Rips the slasher out. They're at the center of the stage. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Grabs them. That throw will do some good damage. Dashes forward. What'll happen here? Oh, burnout triggered. Are we gonna see a comeback here? This is the closes it out. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. How is this rematch going to play out? Are we going to witness a blow-up here? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Fireball from very long range. What's next here? Trying to control their opponent here from a distance. Player two has the life lead. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Goes for a drive rush. They're looking to keep on the offensive for as long as possible. Knockdown. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing so ambiguous. Player two on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Opts to continue the attack with the drive. Oh, says no to the impact. Forcefully closes the gap. Looking for a chance. Air slasher. But brushes that off and keeps going. Goes forward with a gut punch. Going in, player one needs to use the threat of the corner beat. Side switch in the corner. This is a tough situation to be in with no... burnout activates. Reads the jump in perfectly. Are we gonna see a comeback here? Barely blocks the jump in. Their spacing is so on point. The projectile connects, not giving the opponent any chances. Player two brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.
Comes a new challenger.
It's time to see what both fighters have in store for us today.
Let us begin. Round one. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. checks with a projectile. Whoa, hold on. There's a punish counter. This can lead to something very big if they can capitalize. Gets through the opening. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Very solid corner switch. All right. Combo with the target combo. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Throws him. What's next? Beautiful setup with that attack. Goes full burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Takes a trip. Each hit is so important here. Neither fighter can use their drive move. How will they close out the round? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with that fireball. Sneaks in the throw. Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Opts to create space to stop. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Pokes with a medium kick. Both fighters have a full super meter on deck. Looking to impress with this super. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 1 will look to apply pressure here. Going in. Oh, burnout triggered. This is gonna be bad news. Player 2 is knocked, reads the throw and escapes. Gotta do better than that. Knocked him out of the air. Burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Barely blocks the jump. Ah, genius read with that throw escape. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Medium kick hits. They charges up the plasma. What were they thinking? No way, that win wasn't luck. That was 100% planned. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Tatsu's out of the quick dash. Player 2 connects with the throw. Scrapping it out up close. Only finds the target. Player 2, perfect execution with the anti-air. Both sides getting ready. Chuck the fireball to continue their hold. Oh, gotta do better than that. Player 1 is on the brink of disaster. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? What's next? Throws him. Player 1 can't let this simmer. What a finish. Player 2 is a force to be reckoned with.
Round 1.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Impact squash. Takes the opponent out of the air. This is a chance to dictate the pace. Consistent anti-air is huge because shutting down the air game will let you dictate the pace of the match much easier. That was a solid anti-air. Solid anti-air will shut down the opponent's air game and make it much harder to jump in. Player 2 chases them down. Sticks the combo. Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Not having the cross-up. Gets them. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Throws them. What's next? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Nice tech. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Uses the gauge for a super art. Goes for the Shin Hashogeki. Player 1 will look to apply pressure. Nice counter. Knockdown and... Yes! Drive impact for the win. We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Medium kick hits. Gets them with the anti-air. They just said, get that jumping out of here. Gets drilled with an overdrive Shoryuken. Denied! Keeps cool and locks them out. Saw it all. Throws them. What's next? The Jinrai overhead attack. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player 2. Oh my god, they just choked it up. They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Solid anti-air. Backs off. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Player 1 can't use drive anymore. They're using a fireball to force a reaction. Player 1 has got to work some magic with his limited drive. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Player big slamma jamma! Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money!
Comes a new challenger.
Oh, looks like these two have more beef than a Philly cheesesteak.
Let us begin. Hope you're ready. Round one. Fight!
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Overdrive. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. So, a drive rush can really close the distance, putting moves that would otherwise be out of reach in that sweet spot to launch a surprise attack. What are these fighters thinking now? A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Player one creates a good corner opportunity. Knockdown. Down to the wire. Punish counter. This should add a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Impact's a no-go. Taking stock. Time to do some damage after that wall splat. Experiencing burnout. All right, what's coming up next? Player one chases them down. Closing moments of the... Oh no, the KO! Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight!
Ooh, looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Big gap between the two fighters, so they throw out a fireball. Checking to see how the opponent reacts to long-range fireballs. This is a clear sign that they're testing their opponent's knowledge and game plan. Can tech the throw? That throw will do some good damage. Checks him with the boom. Gotta be careful not to whiff at this range. Flushes that off and keeps going. Hits him in the gut. Going in? Player one can't use any drive moves without burning out. Drive gauge gap here. Drive gauge is almost empty. They gotta be careful. Somersault kick. Forward rush. Gut punch. Player one needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. Do it to them! Show the people what they came to see, Ryu!
Get up!
They gotta go! They're taking a step back to slow down the pace. Oh, burnout! Did they mean to do that? Any mistake here is gonna be fatal. What's it gonna be? Will they go all in without drive? Flatline zone. Player two gets the win in a convincing fashion. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that comeback. Jumps up, big throws. Player one chases them down. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Back throw for the side switch. They refused to crack under pressure and got the side switch with the throw. Great work. Player one can't let the heats it up with a combo into super. Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Experiencing burnout. Player two creates a good corner opportunity. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Player one has depleted their drive gauge, but they are still within range to win this round. Each hit is so important here. KO! Player two hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Jumps in. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? Huge opportunity here with no way to backdash out of danger. Both fighters need to find a way to utilize their drive. Oh, what's this? The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Spends it all for the crossfire. This is what happens when Sonic Boom beats somersault kick for an all-out assault. Burnout activates. Player one will need to use their meter here and eats it. Life leader, does them dirty. What's next? No, critical art now? Do it to them. Show the people what they came to see, Ryu.
This is the path I have chosen.
Player one can't use any flatline zones. Player two was an absolute beast in that match.
comes a new challenger.
Our fighters are ready to get down to it, so let's start the match and see what these warriors are capable of.
Let us begin.
Simple and clean.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Waiting for the opponent to make the first move. Okay, we're in the early stages of the round. What are they thinking here? Player one has been really leaning on that drive gauge. If the drive gauge is completely empty, the player will enter burnout and won't be able to use drive for a period of time. So it's vital to not let that happen. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Sticks the jump in. Knockdown. Life lead opens up, takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. Shows a medium kick, blocks the ambiguous cross-up. All right, what's coming up next? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important. Lays down a whirlwind. KO. Player two picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling.
Round two. Fight.
Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent charges forward. Fires off a whirlwind. Player two can build off this lead. There's been some back and forth, but no one has dominated the fight. Their spacing is so on point right now, but who's gonna blink first? Looks like they want to put a new spin on things with their fireball. You know their fireball game is solid because they're only throwing it when their opponent can't jump them. Ooh, they're gonna feel that. Here we go. Player two is, ooh, what's this? What's gonna happen? There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter.
Prepare for turbulence.
Level 3 super! Spending that meter like it's nobody's business. Are we gonna see a comeback here? What now? Spinning the flatlines on. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Brushes off the impact. Shoots off a fireball up close. Both fighters have plenty of health. Where is this match going to go? How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? Lots of aggression from both sides. Well, they managed to escape the corner, but they can't let their guard down. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Who's going to break the silence first? All right. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Taking stock. Will that drive impact get punished? So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 2 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Projectile to try and change. The punish counter gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Makes a huge statement with that finish. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage.
Round 2. Fight.
Charges forward. Throws a fireball here, maybe as a simple zoning strat. Is the fireball part of their corner game? Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Okay, creating some space here. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. There's the drive impact that's going to lead to a juicy punish counter. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Level 3 super! Spending that meter like it's nobody's business.
What's wrong? Get up!
Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter advantage. Both of our combatants are cooking up something. Uses the gauge for a super arc.
Prepare for turbulence.
Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Are we gonna see it? Burns out. The gut punch shreds them. Closing moments of the match. One hit's gonna do it. Taps him on the dome. Whirlwind shot. What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? This is drive impact misses. They're using a fireball to force a react. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Fires off a whirlwind. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. They are not getting close to each other. Out of range. Relatively safe. Starts with whirlwind. Great job in escaping the impact counter! Oh, that's so sick! Checking with the fireball. How will they react? Sets up with the jump in. They've got him, rushes in. What are they gonna do? A jump? Cross that off! Gut punch! Oh, looking for the definitive end to this round with a level 3 super! I suck! Woo! I dare you to find me a better match than that! Get up and tell him what's good! It's not over yet! Best believe it's time for that runback! Oh, what's this? Were they baiting them into that? Nice solid counter. What a clean counter. Smart load, that'll do more damage than usual. Both fighters have used up a generous amount of drive already. Is it time to go on the offensive, or will they try to turtle up? Player 1 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? Fantastic reaction there. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Player 1 in trouble with no drive. This is a critical point of the round where they just need to go for it. Fires off the Shinju Hadouken. Going in, Player 1 might have just shifted this round. They get the win by sustaining good corner pressure and not giving them any breathing room. Player 2 with a big first round pickup. Can they close it out? Brushes that off and keeps going. Roughing up the body. That combo did decent damage. They decide to hang back and rethink they're going on the offensive. Lays down a whirlwind. Long-range fireball to break, charges forward. Fires off a whirlwind. Watching each other carefully. Who will make the first move? So, what's next? Time to reassess the situation? Out of range. Relatively safe. Player just goes for it at this range.
Prepare for turbulence!
Cashes out of the gauge to summon out the air. Not even the eye of the storm is fading. What'll happen here? The drive impact doesn't work. Finds the target. Oh, burnout triggered. Solar Texas strike. Knew the throw was coming. Player 1 needs to hold out until their drive gauge recovers. They're using a fireball to force a reaction.
You're mine!
No! Critical art now? This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Closes it out. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Throws them. Who's going to steal this win? Gotta do better than that. Excellent block to shut out the impact. Starts with whirlwind, connects with the throw. Whirlwind shot. Player 2 can't let this simmer. It's gotta start cooking. Finds the target. More fuel to the fire. Cook them over in a flash. Player 2 was an absolute beast in that match.
comes a new challenger.
Two of the biggest lab monsters are about to get it going.
Round one. Fight.
Here we go. What are these fighters going to do? Checks with the projectile. The impact gets blocked. Blocks the impact, but they're still pushed back. They're still in the early going, and it's really anyone's fight. Player one is just about out of drive after that. Trips them up. Player one in that dangerous burnout state. Can they outlast it? Side switch. Now they're on the defensive. Absorbs the attack and fires back. The quarter makes it with a super art connect. Player two is going to have a hard time managing their drive now. Whiffs the throw. Player two has the meter lead. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Burnout activates. Player two can't afford mistakes without that drive. Lots of KO. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Player one did a great job of reading their opponent up close that last round. Can they keep the momentum? Can't tech the throw? Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. Good heads-up decision opting for the drive impact. Player one has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with the chance to score big here. This is where smart meter management is going to come into play. Our fighters will need to tread carefully. Drive usage is back on the table. Go, this is gonna hurt. All the throw connects. A jump? Oh my God, they just choked it up. Who will set the bait and flashes him with a jackknife? Oh, super arcade. Finds the target. Excellent block. They back down to regroup. This may be the final push. Pumps the brakes on the impact. They're in range. We're gonna see a jump kick out of nowhere. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. The drive impact doesn't work. Checks him with the boom. Player two won out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Uh-oh, this could really tip the scale. Player two needs, oh my God, they just choked it up. Let's loose a boom. There's a burnout. Boom. Changes the pace with the fireball. Drops them from the air. Jump tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Throws them. Amazing. Fires off an air slasher. Great jump. Oh, burnout. Did they mean to do that? Connects with the throw. Okay, here we go. Player two can't win this without pulling the trigger. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Even the slightest hit may end the round. They can't afford. They're dizzy. No hesitation or regret. Hits him with that NSF dummy. Oh, hits the critical arm. They gotta bust out the protractors, bust out the rulers, and think of a plan while this damage plays out. No one could have called that. Player two clinches the win. But that could have been anyone's game. No way we could have called that.
Round one.
It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Pokes with a medium kick. Oh, they're in the corner now. No running away. Oh, easy tech. These two fighters are perfectly synced. Oh, whiffs the drive impact. Throws him down. Takes a trip. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Can't tech the throw. Player 2 is almost dead, but some clutch drive moves and a few prayers could turn this around in their favor. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Holds out with the block. KO. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Everything up until now, and everything from here on out, is so vital. Uses the fireball to try and establish their pace. Player 1 did a great job of maintaining their drive gauge during that last round. It's going to be even more important in this next round to keep that up to help strengthen their ground game. At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick something out. The neutral game is very important here. With the impact. Checks with a medium kick. Big throws. A quick breather. How did they read that throw? Back. Ooh, what a smart throw. What'll happen here? They get the win by sustaining good corner pressure and not giving them any breathing room. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. It's time for both fighters to lay it all on the line. Checks them with the boom. Player 2 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. We're just getting started here. Who will take control? Both fighters have a hits them with a stop and pop. Target uses the gauge for a super arm. Catches them in the crossfire. Bringing the best of style together for one lethal move. Player 1 with a perfect execution with the anti-air. Ooh, what a smart throw. Player 2 needs to take advantage of this gauge disparity. Shoots their shot. Punish counter sets the table. Player 2 can't win this without pulling turns out. That back throw was huge. Noticeable life lead. Is a comeback still possible? Fires off an air slasher. They're in range. We gonna see a jump in? A dash? Denies the jump in. Nice air slasher. What a finish. Get that bank account ready because that fight was easy money.
A new challenger.
This is gonna be a 5-star match. Get ready for history to be made.
Show me everything you have. Round 1. Fight.
The fight's now underway. This is Vicious with the play-by-play. Stands firm and blocks the drive impact. Opts for the throw. Was well in range to score the throw. Both fighters are pretty much unscathed. How are they going to deal damage? What's the play here? On dangerous turf. Easy to get tagged at this range. Player 1 in that dangerous burnout state. Sticks the combo. Player 1 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Life lead opens up. The quarter makes it hard to escape. What'll be the setup here? KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Hits them with a stop and pop. The fighters continue to check each other in the early going, keeping track of the opponent's movements, waiting for a good opening. Goes for it all, but just misses. Handle with care. You can't drop drive impacts. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. There's a change of sides. took no time to finish that fight. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Big, low, reaching heavy. The impact gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Ooh, will they hit, whiff, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. Maintains composure and pushes out of the corner. The throw connects for counter hit damage. Trips him up. The low heavy hits. Uses a long range attack there to zone them perfectly. Slips the grab. Misses the drive impact. Knockdown. Bops him with a target. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Does a good job of pushing back. Throws them to negate the blocks. Taking stock. Both of them are low on health and are playing very cautiously right now. Oh God, this is tense. Were they baiting them into that? Target locked and scoop. No escaping that. Player one on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Dashes forward. Hits him with a stopping block. Looking to plant him with a pile drive. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with the punish counter. Gives them a great opening here to do big damage. Player one will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. They burn out. Expect the tempo of the match to change. Player uses the gauge for super armor. Uses the gauge for the super. They're not playing around here. Player one just goes for it at this range. Goes for the throw. Both fighters planning something. Hits them with a stopping block. Player two will look to apply pressure here. Then goes to the air. Jump and whiffs. They're wide open. Target locked and scooped. Are we gonna see a comeback? What a finish! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Hugs nothing but air. Grabs and throws them away. Takes advantage of the hesitation and gets some good damage in return. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Out of range, relatively safe. Looking to follow up after that target combo. And whiffs! They're wide open! Handle with care. You can't drop drive attacks. Reach out and hug them. Oh, here we go. Reads the jump in perfectly. Connects with the throw. What's next? Nothing stops this train. Machine gun uppercut. These fighters are swinging for control of the match. Taps them on the go. Still alive? Still alive?
Let's go!
Hanging by a thread. Just need one final push. Do they have what it takes to steal the round here? Okay, here we go. Tons of space between the fighters now. What a big... Oh, critical art now? No, this will lead to some big... They are done! Player one really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. We're here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talk? Goes for the throw. No escape from the throw. The super armor does its job. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other out? Throws them to negate the block. Sees it coming and blocks it out. Throws them. What's next? Takes a trip. Player two chases them down. Heading into the end game now. It's getting tense. Where is their opening?
This will hurt.
Opts for the throw to close it out. Player one on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Hits them with a stopping block. Looking to plant them with a pile drive. Super on deck for both fighters. Expect to see some fireworks. Target locked and scoop. Air slasher. Breaks those shins. Smart stuff, poking at that range to zone the opponent. They were expecting that drive impact. Low heavy, throws them. Knockdown and full SA. The low's blocked. Gotta be careful. Oh, the throw connects. A quick breather. Are we gonna see a come? Sets up with the jump in. There's the drive impact. Still alive. Still alive.
No remorse.
It doesn't kill. They're still in this. What now? The next cut may decide this round. Who will come out on top? Denies the jump-in attempt. Here's the final round. The real fight starts now. Pack your bags. We're going to Siberia. Player 2 managed their drive gauge well to create lots of opportunities for themselves. Let's see if they can maintain this rhythm. Dazzles them with a bends the meter, hoping for a good return. Uses the game for the super. They're not playing around here. What'll both players do without a super to lean on? Resource management is the key to winning. Player 2 connects with the throw. Oh, here we go. Throws them. Oh man, this is a scary range. Knockdown. Here comes the mix-up. Tries to act quickly, but with the attack. Throws. Player 2. The big slamma jamma. Player 2 comes out on top of that fierce battle. Talk about a show. That match had it all.
A new challenger.
We're in for something special right here, right now.
Show me everything you have.
Simple and clean.
Round 1. Fight.
Let's see what they try to do here in the first round. Checking how their opponent reacts to Fireball. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Goes for the throw. Knockdown. Oh yeah. Throw whips. Opts for the throw. Closes the gap for the grab. Gets a chance with that jump in. Sees it coming and blocks it out. You can block impacts, but you're going to lose some drive gauge when you do. Player 2 doesn't have a lot of drive gauge to play with. Not a good thing. Takes a trip. They're being absolutely relentless with this spot KO. Player 2 hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Throws out a projectile. Good job blocking the jump in. They're showing us just how patient they can be. Blocking a jump in attack means you're at a disadvantage, so they should be looking to anti-air instead. Looking to plant them with a pile driver. Hits them with a stop and bomb. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. Oh, burnout triggered. The cyclone hit. Now we gotta see something. Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Fires up the stars active. Here comes the rude sandstorm. That's not gonna hit. Big opportunity coming. That combo did decent damage. Not much life left, but their drive usage may save them. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Oh, could be the start of something. They continue to impact counter. Oh, that's so sick. Arabian Cycle. What'll happen here? Breaks it off. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Tries to act quickly, but whiffs the attack. Whirlwind shot. This is a critical moment. One chance here may end this match. Starts with Whirlwind. Looking for a hold. Lays down a Whirlwind. They back down to regroup. That was the highest I've ever seen one. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. A little too greedy there. Absorbs the attack and fires back. Still slugging it out here. Misfire with the drive impact. You do not want to whiff an impact. Throws out a projectile. Looks like they want to re-establish their game plan with fireballs. The drive impact whips. Are they ready to punish? Big counter. Sticks the Getso. Player 2 on the board first with a win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Grabs them. How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Fires off a Whirlwind. Misses the drive impact. Miss your mark with an impact and you're open to a punish. Looking to plant them with a pile driver. Uses their drive to maximize their damage. Risky decision, but let's see how this plays out. Lays down a Whirlwind. Time to reassess the situation. A good chance here to recover the drive gauge or figure out the next step. Smart play with the throw. Player 1 burnout. Expect the tempo of the match to change. A quick springs forward with the drive rush. Player 1 has an empty drive gauge. This is a very precarious situation. Out of drive gauge. Now's the time. Fires off a Whirlwind. They are really going at each other this round. The reads they make now will be key. Knockdown and lays down a Whirlwind. Side switch in the corner. Max SA gauges. Unbelievably in sync with a chance to score big here. You've got to be mindful of reach. Oh my God, they just choked it up. Going in? Are we going to see a comeback here? Whirlwind shot. Uses the fireball to try and get a flatline zone. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Sticks out a kick. Drive impact misses. Lays down a Whirlwind. Both fighters look to set things up as they continue to jostle for position. They're waiting for the opportunity to bust this match wide open. Impact squash. Both are ready. Stars out. Rasheed's gonna start feeling. The super doesn't hit. Time to shatter some light bars and dreams. Hope you like gardening. Cause you're about to be planted. The super art's there. One Cup tries to act quickly but whiffs the attack. Whirlwind shot. Dangerous range here. Starts with Whirlwind. Fireball pressure. Trying to wear down the opponent. Throws him. They trust that off. Player 2. Screw pile driver. There's no escape. Ugh, puts a bit of stank on that with an hit that with confidence. Reach out and hug him. Oh, they got him. Player 1 really had to fight for that one. No shortage of drama. It's not over yet. Best believe it's time for that run back. Taking them for a ride on the Siberian Express. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. Keeping them in the corner will only produce more damage opportunities. Ooh, will they hit, whip, or even charge in? Tricky territory here. The throw hits. Now the fun begins. Closes the gap for the grab. The throw misses. Time to do some damage after that wall splat. They're jostling for the dominant position in the corner. All right, what's coming up next? Their life is looking critical, and they can't rely too much on drive either. Gets a normal hit from the drive impact. They're still good. does a good job of pushing back. Rolls in. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? How will they take advantage of everything that's happened up until now? Brushes that off and keeps going. Great work finding the opening. Down to the wire. Digs in deep to get that drive impact. Hits back with the drive impact on the recovery. This punish counter presents a huge chance. Fires off a whirlwind. Player 1 needs to use what little drive they have left effectively. Drive gauge is almost empty. They gotta be careful. Player 1 can't use any drive moves without burning out. They back the opponent into the corner. Now, burnout activates. Both fighters planning something? Brushes that off and keeps going. Player 1 in dire straits with burnout. Perfect execution with the anti-air. Star is active. Here comes the rude sandstorm. They are not getting close to each other. The super doesn't hit. Player 2 with the rhythm. No, critical art now. Gets educated with the counter. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak.